Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. Today I have good news and I've got bad news and I've got a new game that so many of you have been waiting for, so let's get started. So this first story is around the Walking Dead Onslaught. Myself, I've been really excited for this game. It's a Walking Dead title that's based off the TV series, so we have familiar faces such as Rick and Daryl, Michonne. It's the zombie game that looks more nitty and gritty and raw, and that I was hoping for. I want a more realistic zombie experience, not really like Saints and Sinners, although that is a fantastic zombie survival game. It has more of a stylized approach to its visuals. Survios, the developer of Onslaught, are a great studio, and they frequently deliver on their gameplay mechanics. Recently there was a developer interview, and we got some more gameplay reveals. So Onslaught is set between Season 8 and Season 9 of The Walking Dead, so if you've not seen the series, maybe you should catch up. You'll get much more out of this game if you've watched that series at the end of the month. So the story is around building a safe haven called Alexandria, and there are tasks and there are struggles associated with doing so. So you'll be off scavenging for food, finding medicine, parts for building, whilst trying to survive the undead. Here we have some screenshots of the gun range where you'll practice your shooting. The visuals here look fantastic. The lighting off that gun, I think, looks brilliant. We also see a wall of weapons that will be available. I see a sword, there's a crossbow, and a bunch more. In the gameplay provided as well in the developer interview, we see lots and lots more gameplay that we hadn't previously seen, such as building Alexandria, where you're looking at the blueprints and you want to decide what areas to build. Is it going to be an armory? And in the armory in the gameplay as well, we see there are stars on each of the guns. So this means weapons are going to be upgradable. There'll be 4 upgrades available on each of these weapons, such as slow motion for your melee weapons, or sights and foregrips for your ranged weapons. I really love the carnage of this game as well. I'm a huge zombie fan, and virtual reality is allowing myself to experience the apocalypse in a more immersive setting. I'm so excited for the end of this month. Let me know if you are too as well, if you're pumped for this title, and I'll leave the developer interview down below in the description for you to check out. So on the topic of scary games, let's talk about a new title that not only looks super scary, but also very exciting and very imaginative, called Hinge. This really is a great title name. From what I've read and what I've seen online, unhinged meaning a bit crazy, Hinge also being what allows you to open doors into new worlds. This is a game from Arcadia. It's their debut virtual reality game, so they have something to prove. The studio is a merge of a team that's based in Russia, but also based in London. The game is set in a skyscraper that's just been newly built. It's full of apartment buildings, so hopefully that means that we're going to potentially get some really nice lighting, nice reflections, some stunning environments. The owners of this skyscraper are hosting a celebration party because it's just newly been built, but they have other plans in mind. And this is when the game starts taking a turn, just like what I was talking about a second ago, Hinge, where you have doors into different dimensions, a new reality. This is the stuff of nightmares now, and there are creatures all over this place just haunting the halls. You'll play 5 different guests experiencing different stories for each of them. They said that this game was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, the author, a fictional author, where they're using the use of cults, unstable mental states of the players, and non-Euclidean geometry. The teaser looks beautiful, creepy, and creative. Let's see what they can bring for their first VR title. So it was just announced that Minecraft will be coming to the PlayStation platform. Happy days for Sony PlayStation VR owners who love Minecraft, because this is a big title. Let's not downplay it. It's a huge game, and there's been lots and lots of speculation now that since they can get this running on Sony's platform, surely it's not too far away until we're going to see this on our standalone device, the Oculus Quest. This is a game that's been in demand since I can remember now. Constant comments of people asking, when's Minecraft coming? Why don't we have Minecraft? I want Minecraft. It just doesn't end. So a Reddit user, Corner Hard, who is a developer on something called Realms, which is a service that's linked to Minecraft, he made a comment saying, there's no news on Quest support as of yet, but we would need to rework how VR locomotion works so you could move your player by physically walking, which is a much different way in how we're currently doing it now. I believe that statement is referring to the room scale 60OF capabilities of the Oculus Quest, which it does confuse me because current PCVR headsets are capable of this already, and Carmack managed to get this game running on the Oculus Quest earlier this year, although he is a complete wizard in this space. So I'm not completely sure how much validity this corner hard person has. They aren't a direct developer on the Minecraft VR team, so take it with a pinch of salt, and hopefully it's going to be here soon. Because there's also an announcement earlier on in the year as well, not too long ago, I think in July, that they were trying to create an OpenXR version of Minecraft, and OpenXR is now supported on the Oculus Quest, so hopefully it's not going to be too long until we see something. OpenXR is supposed to create a standard in the APIs that are used in a game, so once you create an OpenXR supported title on, say, the Quest or PC, it should be easily ported and playable on any other OpenXR device. Onto Echo Arena, a game that I frequently dive into and enjoy diving around in zero gravity. It just came out of its beta, and you may have noticed a slightly different interface when you boot up the game. Well, you may think, okay, they can start putting more effort, start changing their focus to Echo combat, because I know a lot of us want that. So here, instead of trying to score, it's all about killing the enemy in zero gravity. But the rumour of Echo combat coming to the Quest was cut short when the developer put out a statement saying, to put it simply, we are not working on bringing Echo combat to the Quest. If there are any changes in the future, we'll let you know at that time. So they want to focus on improving and creating the best possible experience in Echo VR, which I get. The game is very, very successful. I play it a lot, and it's also free, so the user base is pretty darn big, and with more users expected to come as the new headsets are going to be released or more headsets are sold, because this is a must-play game, then they need to focus more efforts into this title. It's an interesting decision as well, though, because Echo Combat is actually a paid title, so the developers rather make a game better that is free than put out a game where they can make even more money, which is very commendable. I've got to respect that. We now have some free content coming your way if you're into Vacation Simulator. They've got a free DLC update called Back to Job, which is out today on the 10th of September. In this DLC, it's got a very different take, as the robots that you have around you have decided to take a vacation for themselves, so it's now up to you to maintain the island, hence the name. Some role reversal here. The trailer will show some of the tasks that you need to carry out, such as there's a Karen screaming at you, threatening to give you a 1-star review if you don't get her a donut. There's just so many funny moments. This is going to be available on all major platforms on the 10th, so if you already own the game, this will be free. This one is amazing. I bring such amazing news now for you guys. Something you've been wanting, you've been commenting, kicking, and screaming for about as long as I can remember, just like everyone was until Five Nights at Freddy's was released. We now have another game coming to the Quest, which is GORN. Recently, the developer confirmed that this title is coming to the Oculus Quest, and this was after they took to Twitter with a rather funny meme of Mark Zuckerberg stating, GORN will be coming to the Quest. The port is handled by 24-Bit Games, the same studio that brought the game to the PlayStation VR platform earlier this year. Free Lives won't, however, attach a projected release date to this version of the game, noting that it wants this version to be as good as it possibly can. So no idea really when it's going to be coming out. I doubt it's going to be near the Christmas period, although I would love that. I'm just going by what's happened in the past. With Stillwell Studios, we heard that it was coming, and it took a very, very long time before we saw anything from them. It took ages till we played Five Nights at Freddy's. But it all depends on how the optimization is. What are the challenges they're going to face when they're trying to port this over? Because the PlayStation VR title was delayed for ages, but hopefully they've learned from those mistakes. If you don't know of GORN, by the way, it's a humorous gladiator-like title with dummy reflexes like bar fights. It will just make you smile. It's over-the-top combat that doesn't take itself so seriously is a delight, and it's beloved by the community. A statement that summed it up rather nicely actually was, it's a toy box filled with razor sharp playthings and endless action figures to use them on, upheld by a combat system that bends reality to ensue awkwardness. 24-Bit Games are taking on this task. I like seeing companies dedicate efforts into this space, and hopefully they'll become really good at porting these titles, so when we get even better hardware, they would have learned from so many mistakes, all their experience, and be able to port even bigger and better titles onto these standalone devices. I cannot wait what the future brings. So some of you may have seen, but if you have not, in the version 20 firmware update for your Oculus Quest, we got a new environment, and I feel like I say this every single time a new environment's out. Every time they release a new one, I say, it's the best one yet. Or at least this one is, in competition with the space station. I do love that one. This new environment is a cyberpunk inspired room, a bit like a studio apartment. So the style of it is very dark, it's very gritty in your room, but it's filled with really exciting, futuristic, over-the-top tech that I wish that I could interact with. and it has a stunning view of huge billboards, bright lights, much like a Blade Runner movie, and there are flying cars zooming past. It's a lot of fun. It's a very nice environment. It's been very long since we actually got one of these. I think I was thinking yesterday, wondering why haven't we had an environment in such a long time. I think Zuck heard me since he's got all of my data. He predicted that I wanted a new environment and he released one. That is a joke, but it also could be true. The final story, this one will make some of you very, very happy, and I love it. It's a testament to Rec Room's endless possibilities and the epic community that we have. You guys are awesome. So we have now got Fall Guys VR in Rec Room. We also had it in VR chat. This is much more fleshed out. It's so good. It even has the music from the original flat screen game. For those of you that don't know, the game is you get placed in with a bunch of random strangers from around the world and you compete against each other in a bunch of obstacle courses and a bunch of mini games, trying to be the last one standing. It's just simple, silly, wacky, good old-fashioned fun. So this Rec Room version isn't an exact clone. You can't grab people or bump into them so we roll around on the floor like a turtle on its back, but it's pretty close in terms of the games. This game is most likely infringing on someone's copyright, so if you're a fan of Fall Guys, dive in as soon as you possibly can, play the game, because we don't know how much longer we're going to have to enjoy it. It's just so good. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, getting caught up on the latest and greatest in the virtual reality space. Please subscribe to the channel, bring me one step closer to the dream of doing this for life. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.